again, as you can, please and thank you. Don't forget to like up the live stream, very important. And we have in today's quick live is I'm going to be installing a 100 amp sub panel. Reason being is the main panel is going to be filled up. So, and I'm going to have a lot of arc faults inside of the main panel. So I'm going to transfer a lot of my circuits, my smaller circuits into this sub panel. It's a 100 amp Siemens panel. Uh, I'm going to also be removing this stuff here from the panel. So at a later time, you'll see a full video of the full installation of the panel. These are my ground wires that I have installed. As you can see, I have them neatly separated. Whatever wires I have on this side, I'm going to go on to this side with my main wires, ground wires. So this is the ground bar that I'm going to be using right here. These are going to all pick up the grounding wires. Same thing on this side here. These are all going to pick up the grounding wires on this side. Um, this here is going to be the main compartment where I'm going to be using. This is going to be my breaker that I'm going to be using to power up this eventually. And we're going to have a couple of breakers. Again, these are all 20 amps, so I always try to maintain that one side is going to be loaded properly. So I have 20 amps. I'm going to mix and match a couple 15s, couple 15s and 20s. If I have to do any 30 amp two pole, I'm going to land them on this side evenly, one on each side. Also, again, don't forget, I'm going live later on tonight, 9 p.m. It's going to be about the code. So again, for all those who are tuning into the live stream today, you can catch me live tonight, 9 p.m. About the Canadian code book. You can post your questions in the comment section if you have any, and we'll go from there. So this is my 15 amp Siemens breaker. Always remember to make sure to use the same breaker as the panel. As you can see, it's a 15 amp Siemens, okay? And that's the name of the panel. It's a Siemens 100 amp panel. So whatever I have in here that I have to use, they're all going to correspond with the Siemens. As you can see, the label is right here. Everything is here. You know that this is approved. Again, this is bought. You have the stamp here, okay, directly from the store. We also have some other writings here, as you can see. So when it comes to the breakers, they're filled with info, and I'm going to, again, this is a 15 amp breaker, and how I'm going to install it. I'm going to simply position it like that, and I'm going to push this down. Always make sure that it's level. So a lot of times when this happens, okay, what I normally do that I find with the Siemens breakers is I loosen it up a little. Okay, and that's normally how I install my breakers. Pev, Harmony, Jesus Christ, please be careful around those cables. Yes, it's not live. Like I said, this is a sub panel, not in live. Okay. So again, these wires up here are all going down into here. So this panel, as you can all see, is not live. The main compartment is going to be up here. So again, there's nothing live on this panel. Again, as you guys come in, please don't forget to like up the please and thank you. Helps YouTube to push my videos out into the algorithm a lot more. So this is another 15 amp breaker I'm going to be installing. Same thing, Siemens brand. Okay, and then you have my grounding here that I'm going to be positioning properly when it comes to grounding off the cables. As you can see, I'm all positioning my wires in the same location. Again, thank you for the support. Here's for good luck. PRVT Haruma. Again, thank you for the donation towards the channel. And again, also don't forget to, you can catch my live later on in the evening tonight around 9 o'clock, where I go fully in depth into the code and why the code book is used and why it exists. It simply exists for reasons like this. Ground wire. I'm going to be going on to the grounding bar. Okay. So watch the way I position my ground. I shape it when it comes to the panel. I try to stay away from this compartment here. That's going to be livened up eventually. So what I mostly do is I try to get my grounding wires all the way over, tuck the way over into the corner. So also with the holes that you're going to be seeing by code, I have to make sure that these holes are covered up. There's this is an old panel, not an old panel, but this was used for temporary power. With the panel itself, it's all intact. So for that reason, I'm going to be using it inside of the home instead of throwing it out into the pile of garbage. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just used for temporary. Um, Also, when it comes to the panel, so again, this is my face plate here that's going to go onto there. Once I remove these wires from here. So it looks like that is reamed out. So I'm going to somehow have to get this off or take this up in order to remove, to remove this from here. Um, so these are my Allen keys that I normally travel with. Never forget your Allen keys. There's many sets that I have here. I also have this set of Allen keys that I use for the bigger stuff. Comes in handy. Um, as you can see, I tried with these Allen keys the first time, didn't work. So I simply went to the other set of Allen keys. A lot of times I also use this set of Allen key for the main service when it comes to the outdoor meter bases and stuff like that. It helps with the turning of the risk. A lot of times when we go to do the service upgrade, it ends up being that sometimes the lug is stuck and you need something a little bit more stronger. I inherited this from one of the crews that I was working with when it came to doing a service upgrade, and it's one of the tools that I normally travel with. Make sure it's in my bag with the material that I need. Very with the tools that I need. Sorry, very handy. We're going to remove this from here. As I said, I don't need that, and we're going to be removing this. So in a normal situation like this, if I was coming in with my main wires, over here we have the grounding onto the metal casing of the panel. Up here we have our bounding. This is basically the wire that comes from underneath the ground. You'll see it in some of my videos where ground ground where I have my ground plate inside of the ground. Usually when that comes up out of the ground, we come into the panel and we're going to install it here. However, for this type of setup, I'm not going to be using this because once I come from the main panel, I don't need a bounding. It's already bounded through the set of cables that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be removing this. Also, another thing that I'm going to be removing from this panel is my bonding strap, as I don't need it. So these are again another handy tool to have. Big, gets the job done. So for all those who are wondering, this is the bonding strap that I'm going to be removing. And I'm simply going to tuck this screw back into the panel. So again, as you guys come in, don't forget to like up the live. Helps my channel to go out into the YouTube algorithm faster. Um, so that's what we have here. Again, as you guys come in, also for those who are tuned into today's live stream, who are watching the live stream, I'm going to be going live tonight on the full breakdown of the Canadian Electrical Code and try to break down the international code book, as there's probably not too much of a difference. You can join me tonight, catch the live at 9 p.m. tonight when I go fully in depth into the code book. So again, that was the bounding strap that I removed. I don't need that bounding strap. So I'm going to take this out of here. Um, so we've completed the grounding. We've went over the bounding, how it goes. So my new cable that I'm going to be feeding into this panel, I'm going to be grounding off this panel. I'm going to use my ground wire and I'm going to ground it here. I'm not going to be going on to here. As I said, this panel is going to be already bonded through the main panel. So it doesn't require you to actually bond it again. Actually, it's in the code book. For those who wants to double check, you can. And again, these are my white cables that I'm going to be using. Since I've already tied in my grounds, next thing you do is you simply go and you tie in your neutral cables. So again, hello and welcome back to the channel. You guys are tuned into Fabian Electrical Services. I'd like to thank you guys all for tuning into today's quick live stream. Before I go live tonight, again, I'm going to be going live, so you can catch me live tonight at 9 p.m. So always remember, when right now I'm using my pliers to strip the cable. There's a certain way that we use that in order to not damage the end of the cable. Another tool that I like to use is, you can see it's insulated. Helps with when the panel is live. If we have to do a quick job, you can touch around here. You can touch around the breaker. Again, this is not live, but this is another great tool that I like to have on me when it comes to cutting in my cable when I have to install a quick service call. It helps with the knowing that it is insulated. You always try to keep your maintain that you're working live, even if you're not working live. It's a code, it's a rule that we've always followed throughout our years. So right now I'm treating this panel as though it's live, but it's not live. Always try to do a little bit of what you need. You simply go with the momentum. Make sure that this wire is not broken, and you're good to go to install it. So again, these cables are all not going to be on an arc fault. That's why I'm landing these cables right now. Eventually, I'm going to be transferring from one end to the other, from the other panel to over to this panel. So I will have some arc faults here. So again, welcome back to the channel. You're tuned into Fabian Electrical Services. Again, I'd like to thank you guys all for tuning into today's live stream. So what we're doing is grounding and bounding. Basically, where I do my bonding here when it comes to my main panel inside of the home. However, I'm not going to be bonding today because this is the sub panel. The main panel is already bonded, so I don't need to pick that up twice. Also, I'm going to take my bonding strap, which is here. I'm going to remove that from my panel. and tuck it to the side. I don't need that either. Again, also when it comes to your breaker, this is a Siemens panel. Sorry, this is a 100 amp Siemens panel. This is the main compartment where it's going to be landed. After once it's landed, I'm simply going to be using this cover here to place it. And the marking that we're always looking for to make sure that it is labeled uh, accordingly. There's another marking that we have to look for when it comes to the safety installing the panel, and it's called this right here. Um, Once the inspector comes, he's going to be looking for this symbol right here. Symbol clarifies that I can use this panel. Simply, when, for instance, when I was doing the my first panel here, I missed it. The panel cover didn't have the information on here. I'm not sure. Randomly happens, and I needed to bring the panel cover back to the supplier in order to have this sticker so I can have the inspection pass. So very important. This is a key part of your installation. Key part of your inspection is to always make sure that this here is what you're looking for when it comes to the installation of a new panel. If you don't have this here, if this market is up on the panel cover here, comes to the comes to the I just had a call. So when you want to be looking for your breakers and what you need to use, you're going to be, this is what you're going to looking for. It has the information here. Very important to make sure that when it comes to the code, you have this information on the cover of the panel. It's going to give you the list of names of breakers that you're allowed to use inside of the panel, which a lot of us are not aware of. So also, like I said, for all those who are tuned in into today's live stream, I will be going live tonight. So please, you guys can come out and join the live tonight. It's going to be fully in depth into the code book. You're probably also going to see a replay of this video explaining what's going on here with the grounding and bounding. Also, you're going to see me explaining one more time past all miss the live stream. As you can see here, times what happens is there's a Eaton breaker. It looks the same. Again, this is the Eaton breaker, and a lot of times what happens is sometimes we'll end up seeing these different types of breakers inside of the panel, and it does look similar. As you can see, it does look the same. There are two different names that we have here. For this reason, this will fit into the panel. However, when it comes to your final inspection, you cannot have a Eaton breaker inside of a Siemens breaker, a Eaton breaker inside of a Eaton Siemens panel, or you cannot have a Siemens breaker inside of a Eaton panel, vice versa. The inspector is not going to pass the job. And also, as you can see, previously explained, these are the names of the breakers that we can use inside of the panel. So anything that correspond with these names here, seaman you can use inside of the seaman panel. The way how I position this is, as you can see, this is where the blade is going to go onto the panel. This is where it's going to go onto the back of the panel. I kind of do it like that and push it down. So as you can see, it's lifted, and I'm going to install my basically how our bricks. So what I've got here is this is my 30 amp dryer cable. As we all know, when it comes to the dryer cable, we have to have two hots and one neutral. So these are my two hots I'm going to be tying on to a 2-pole breaker eventually. And again, had previously discussed in the first part of the live stream, when it comes to the breakers, always maintain loading your panel properly. When I say loading each side properly, I mean this is a 20 amp, this is a 20 amp, this is a 20 amp. These are 15s. Eventually, I'm going to put a couple 15s here. I'm going to put a couple 20s here. Also, if I have two double pole 40 amps, I'm going to place one on this side, and I'm going to place another double pole 40 on this side. It helps with the balancing of the panel. And when I say balancing of the panel, it helps to balance out each side properly. You don't want to have one side overloaded and the other side off. It's going to eventually give you problems when you start to work the panel. So for that reason, we try to load the panel as properly as we can. It is part of the code. Also, when it comes to this panel, I'm going to have to leave a couple spaces open for future, either this panel or the main compartment. I have to the panel free up for space just in case there is work that's going to happen in the future. I cannot load this entire panel and load the main panel and don't have uh, nothing to play around with. I'm not going to have the inspection at the final. Also, I do not need all of this. This is too excessive, so I'm going to be trimming it down to what I need. And voila, that's basically how you install your grounding. As you can see, I have my ground wires tucked behind. I want to make sure that my ground wires are tucked behind. I don't want them to come in contact with the live compartment once I liven up the panel. So again, this was just a quick live stream for all those who tuned into the live stream. I would like to thank you guys all for tuning in to today's live. And you can catch me live tonight. Live, I'm going live tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. in the evening. It's going to be a full in depth on the code book and how I go about using the code book, and I explain a little bit more into the code with the rules. So don't forget to join the live stream. You can leave a comment in the comment section telling me what you talked about this live stream, or you can catch me live and leave a comment asking any questions you have to ask about the electrical code book. And again, I'd like to thank you guys all for tuning into today's live stream. This was a quick live stream on grounding and bonding that was explained. Again, before I go, I'll explain it again. Grounding and bonding. This is basically my grounding here that I'm doing. Okay, that's what's called grounding. When it comes to bonding, we simply use this part of the panel instead of the main compartment. We bring in our bond wire from the underground onto the ground plate, and we're going to bond this panel. However, this is not a normal situation. This is a sub panel. The bonding inside of this home happened at the main disconnect. For all those who missed that, you can catch the replays on some of my last current live streams where you will see that. Um, that's where the bonding happened. So I don't need to bond this panel. I also need to remove my bonding strap. That's what I've done. And you have the breakers that you have to maintain the same breakers being used instead of your Siemens 100 amp Siemens panel. These are all Siemens breakers. Okay. Also, you have to make sure that when you are going to be buying a panel, you make sure that you're looking for the label that's here. You make sure that you're looking for the SA symbol here, which is going to be allowed for ESA inspection. And again, you have here the marking of the breakers that you can use for this panel. It's going to be filled with lots of information. So again, you just have to look and make sure that you find the proper information. And voila, again, when it comes to another um, electrical code, um, Canadian Electrical Code 2024, I have to maintain these holes. I have to close them back up. Also, I have to close this hole back up. And that's it for today's live stream. So I'd like to thank PRVT Haruma for checking into the live stream and also for sending a donation towards the channel. And again, I'm going live tonight, 9 p.m. in depth into the 2024 code book, also the changes I'm going to be going into, and also I'm going to be going into the hazards that happens on the job site. I'm also going to be going into a little bit more of why we size wires the way we do. So it's going to be a full in-depth you can leave a comment in the comment section. You can leave a question if you have any questions. You can also join the channel, Fabian Electrical Services, and support the movement as I'm trying to have the channel go into the algorithm to get further into the YouTube world, as it's taking a little bit of time here to get out into the YouTube algorithm. So again, just join the live tonight, and I'll catch you guys on the next live.